was a cool autumn evening on Sodor. Man, what a day it was, said Thomas. I agree, said Percy. Man, those trucks were being troublesome all day. Well, Henrietta and I kept them in good order today, said Toby. Besides, it's going to be quite busy tomorrow. You know, said Thomas, we should tell a story to pass the time. I agree, said Percy. I thought of the perfect one, said Thomas. Wait a minute, you're not talking about that story, are you? What story? Said Timothy. Well, you see, Timothy, there was an engine the same name as you, but he also had the same class engine as Thomas. I'm very shocked to hear this, said Timothy. Who was he? And where is he now? And a lot of questions will be answered in this story I'm about to tell you, said Thomas. And Thomas began to explain the story of the untold story of Timothy, the silver, kind old engine. One night at the docks, there was a silver engine. He was very kind and very old. His name was Timothy. He was the same kind of engine as Thomas, but was painted silver and had the number 0 on both of his sides. He was a kind, hard-working engine, and used to live on Sodor. "Right, Timothy, time to go now," said his crew that fateful night. "Sure thing," said Timothy, and he began to puff off with the train. But as they approached the next station, it happened. Timothy shot right past the station at high speed. Timothy stared very violently as he made his way. "Stop, Timothy!" yelled his crew, but they couldn't stop him. However, the points were switched to an old line that had never been used in a very long time. Timothy right through the line. At the end of the line was a cliff, with no line in sight. They were about to head for disaster. Timothy's crew did everything they could to stop him, but it was no good. "Timothy, stop now! You'll kill us all!" yelled Timothy's crew for the last time. But unfortunately, it was too late, and the worst could have possibly happened.
"I am sending you all to hell."
Timothy, his crew, and the passengers were killed that very fateful night. There were no survivors, and Timothy's remains were scrapped along with the coaches. And every year, on the date of the accident, he runs again as a warning to others, plunging into the gap, shrieking like a lost soul. And that is the story of Timothy, said Thomas. He was never seen again. However, I did encounter him as a ghost. He was very scary. He has a good side to him, but he cannot let this demon that's controlling him out of his system. Timothy was very shocked to hear the story of Timothy. He hoped that he never, ever wanted to see him again. Wow, said Timothy. And he went to sleep, hoping to forget about him. The very next night, the railway was closed on an account of the weather, as per the rules of Sir Topham Hatt. There were some troublesome trucks that needed to be taken to Farquhar Station. There were no volunteers, so Timothy was assigned to do the work. But as the shunter coupled him up, he heard a very ghostly whistle. Then some rumbling, and then some laughter and screaming. As it turns out, Timothy was about to come face to face with what Thomas told him the previous night. The rumble grew louder. The screams got even louder. Then the figure appeared. It was the ghost of Timothy. "You are real!" shrieked Timothy. "Oh, what do you want with me? Go away, you nasty thing! You're being controlled by Satan."
So you're not Thomas, 'cause I thought you were. Prepare to be consumed, whoever you are.
Timothy was taken aback by the threats. "I'm going to do whatever I can to prevent you, Timothy, from stopping me," said Timothy. And he hoped that help would arrive as soon as possible. And indeed, Thomas, Percy, and Toby saw the ghost of Timothy staring angrily at them.
You engines! You seem to not realize the sorrow that I had suffered. Now, you will all suffer with me in hell.
"No, you won't," screamed Timothy. "You won't stop me or anyone else on this island." "Yeah," said Toby. "I don't know what's controlling you, Timothy. You gotta get this out of your head," screamed Toby. "Thomas, do you think this is a good idea? To end Timothy this way?" "I think so. Timothy, I'll ask you this one last time. Get the demon out of your head, or else!" screamed Thomas.
You say that you can easily shock me. Think again. You will.
And Timothy shot backwards. "After him!" yelled Thomas, and the engines followed behind. Then they reached the fateful place where Timothy met his demise. "All right, Timothy, you have left me with no choice." He had some leftover powers, thanks to Victor's weapon that he used to kill Galvatron months earlier. "Now!" screamed Thomas, and the viaduct taking Timothy and the train with them. Then the fiery wreck that happened that fateful night occurred, and then it vanished into thin air. "You have met your demise at the hands of Thomas the Tank Engine," said Thomas. "Finally, you can now rest in peace, Timothy, for all that you've done positively and defeated negatively." And then Thomas and the engines puffed back to the sheds, hoping to forget what they occurred that very fateful night. They did not want to repeat this again. As time went on, the news spread about the ghost of Timothy. It brought Sir Topham Hatt's attention, and at Wellsworth Station, a commemorative plaque was put there to honor the victims who died that very fateful night. The next night, workmen worked on the viaduct to repair it back to normal. Then they saw some encounters with Timothy. There was a friendly version for some reason. I wonder if we'll ever see Timothy again. Don't you?